Office is a multi-award-winning documentary-style comedy television series that takes place in the Dunder Mifflin Paper Company office. It first aired on NBC in March of 2005 and lasted 9 whole seasons up until May of 2013. The Office grabs your attention through the realistic trials of the 9-to-5 life while displaying awkward tendencies with very over-the-top characters. The character that we decided to focus on was Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell. Michael is the outgoing branch manager at Dunder Mifflin in Scranton, Ohio. He was the main character of the show for its first 7 seasons. We have reason we have reason to believe that Michael Scott has not only narcissistic personality disorder but histrionic personality disorder as well. Narcissistic personality disorder, according to Andreessen in Social Behavior and Personality, an international journal, includes symptoms of an inflated self of self-importance and entitlement, preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success and similar themes, requiring admiration, lack of empathy, and an arrogant attitude. In the same study behind narcissistic personality disorder, the researchers found that people in managerial roles generally score much higher than their subordinates on all measures of the narcissistic personality inventory. It also correlated significantly and positively with drive, enjoyment of, and engagement in work. We see Michael Scott display these qualities in the very first episode of the series. In his very first interview of the series, he is heard saying, "People say I am the best boss." They go, "God, we have never worked in a place like this before. You're hilarious and you get the best out of us." He even bought himself a mug that says "World's Best Boss." Here we see how Michael's inflated sense of self-importance prompts him to share with others why he believes he is the world's best boss. In another study done by King in the Journal of Contingencies and Crisis Management, he looks at how narcissistic behavior could affect leadership within crisis situations. In these situations, the people with power tend to make rash decisions that may not be good for the situation. These situations were dependent on how the person in power handled the pre- and post-crisis situations as well. An example of this behavior is evident on Michael's birthday. While most of the days in the office revolve around Michael, he uses his special day to inflate his ego even more. First off, he gives the office ladies a list of the things that he would like to be surprised with at his birthday party later on. He also makes a point to call his boss and wish her a happy birthday, just so that he would wish him a happy birthday in return. Lastly, he gets visibly upset when his coworker Kevin finds out he might have skin cancer. Michael feels like he has been upstaged on his birthday and a shining moment has been stolen from him. There isn't a moment when he considers Kevin and his feelings. We also believe that Michael displays behaviors of histrionic personality disorder. Histrionic personality disorder, according to Muller, and humanistic psychologist, derives more from emotion than reason, creating problems for people with the disorder and those that they interact with. The people with this disorder has an overwhelming desire to display dramatic behavior and be noticed. They also tend to be easily influenced, and they experience rapid shifts in emotion. Leading with emotion over reason can sometimes be beneficial, but this disorder can wreak havoc in the workplace. Two specific examples of Michael displaying these behaviors include once when Michael's need for attention and drama provoked him into taking charge and leading Diversity Day at the office, despite the branch having already hired someone else to lead the day's activities. Every time the Diversity Day leader said something or gave instructions, Michael chimed in by either repeating his exact words or making something up. He did this to try and gain control of the situation because of his overwhelming desire for dramatics and attention. In another episode, Michael was broken up with his girlfriend right before Christmas. Out of retaliation, he doesn't allow any of the Dunder Mifflin employees to bring their significant others to their annual office Christmas party. This is another prime example of Michael exhibiting signs of histrionic personality disorder. Once again, he experiences a rapid shift of emotions and lets his emotions lead his actions. As we see throughout the show, Michael continuously needs to be the center of attention and hates whenever he is not. People with narcissistic personality disorder often feel the need to be talking. Because he is always acting out, he is always interrupting work productivity. This disorder causes people who have a desire to display dramatic behavior and be noticed. This causes Michael to do whatever possible to stand out. Michael seems to be always acting out of emotion, which is how people with histrionic personality disorder act. Being emotional can be good, however, Michael lets his emotions lead his actions. He is always creating problems and undermining authority, which causes problems and conflict within the office.